This is Jay Bowman from onlineforexanalysis.com. Just doing a market update for the 9th of November 2011, and we'll be doing it on the Euro, the Swiss franc, and the US dollar. So let's go to the Euro, which we're on now. The monthly shows that we're just in this downwards trend, upside breakout area that never went much past resistance up here, as you can see. That there is definitely a point of resistance. Pretty much never touched it. Came back off, and now we're basically back in the downwards channel on the monthly. With the weekly, it's there's a downwards horn pattern, and as you can see, it's been coinciding in the horn pattern quite nicely now. It hasn't managed to reach the top here, but with this upwards channel here, it looks like that we could have a break by the end of the week, which is only 2 more trading nights, and the break of this here would give us a further downside target of the 131 level. So that's just weekly. Let's have a look at the daily and see if we get any sort of more confirmation. Now, as you can see here with the daily, is that we have this bear, it's like a bear flag pennant sort of scenario, and pretty much tonight should be sort of the determining night where this goes, and it looks sort of on the downside here, and if we do break this pattern here, we are confirming that it will go down to this next sort of support line here, which is the 131 mark over the coming week and next week, and that would also confirm here with the weekly graph on the Euro, the 131, the bottom of the horn. So just keep that in mind. A little bit of downside pressure for the Euro. Now with the Swiss franc, let's go to that. What we're seeing here is that on the monthly, it's broken out of this downwards channel line, and the target on this was the 96 to parity mark. So sort of a broader weakening of the Swiss franc against the US dollar, and the weekly doesn't really give us much that I know. It's pretty much hit its target at the 93 mark. But what I do see on the daily is that it has sort of broken out of this downwards channel here, and looks like it will be, the target of that is basically the next point of resistance, and that's at the 92, 93 mark. Now, if I look at the weekly, the monthly, it's sort of telling me, okay, yeah, this could have further to go on the upside. So, and with all, Europe and what's happening, it looks like, the whole European, all the Europe will sort of take a bit of a battering in the next couple of weeks, so therefore there's a lot of volatility to be expected, and also a lot of people will go to the old-fashioned safe haven of gold and the US dollar. So let's take a look at the US dollar, and the monthly pretty much sort of gives me a target. It's quite a broad target. This was broken sort of like pretty much half a year ago, down to the 66 level. Now, what we're seeing here on the monthly is that it has retested, and it's always a good sign that it's retested and then come off the resistance. So it could, the overall picture of the US dollar will be weaker in the future, but in the short term, if we go straight to the daily, is that what we're seeing here is that we're seeing a bull flag, which means a further strengthening of the US dollar, and this basically indicates that, yeah, the US dollar will be in the short term strengthening. So that's the market update for now. I hope that gave you a lot of insight. Otherwise, I'll talk later.